Hello everyone. I'm popping in for a shorter stream today. My cat, of course, has to move my camera. Don't make friends with my phone. I'm using that right now. Yeah, so this game, I guess I'll just start a new one. I started this game at some point recently. They made a mobile version, and the mobile version has everything that the normal one has, pretty much, except the mods. The mods just are not working. I got some of them working, but my favorite mod of all time did not work. This game, I'd say, is kind of similar to Ellen in some ways, but, like, Ellen has more, like, developed NPCs, I'd say. Like, in terms of there's a few that, like... Well, I don't know about developed, because Ellen NPCs don't have very much, They all say the same thing, because the game is still being made. And there's a bit of that here. I like to play with my broken original cast so that I don't have to worry about things. You can play the game lots of different ways. I figure when I get bored of cheesing it, I can then attempt to challenge myself more. Okay, let's see. What are we doing here? Which one is the other one? Yes. Farmer Foz is my favorite mod, but it's not working on mobile right now, which is kind of tragic, but it's life. Let's see. Yep, so I made this original cast that's mostly made out of the protagonists of various novels, Chinese cultivation novels that I've read. And I basically just make them broken. I just like getting a solid start. So I use my own username as... Oh, that's different. Oh, right, mobile is different. Okay, the mobile seed is different than the regular seed. And what am I doing with my life here? So the first thing I like to do when starting a new game is just immediately found a sect. So I'm gonna feed this to... This is Earth, right? I usually like giving Ningshu the Earth. Ningshu is the best bitter asexual protagonist. Let's see then. We're gonna go ahead and go. Let you eat that. And then I'm gonna promote you. And this is the sunflower one, isn't it? Sunflower refining law. Yeah, so this law... So a law is kind of like, a family of techniques. So it's not like a specific sword technique, it's more of like the way your internal energy is, built. How would I... It's kind of like the difference between, in a magic setting, how they might have fire mages versus water mages. Except imagine that there's like specific families of techniques. Like there's the attack-oriented fire magic people, and they all learn the same methodology. But then there might also be the like purifying type magic people that specialize in like burning bad energy out of people or whatever, you know. So that's kind of what this one is. This game is insanely complicated. I used to always say it's kind of like Dwarf Fortress, but I actually think it's also kind of like Ellen in some ways. Um, so it also has some of the weird bullshit that Ellen has. Like in Ellen, people can collect panties. In this game, there are certain ways to basically castrate somebody, as in chop their dick off. And this is one of the laws that does that. It can only be practiced by women. However, if a man practices it, he loses his dick. And the dick actually drops as an item, and it has a lot of the same properties as whoever dropped it. So, like, you could give basically a sex change potion to a random high powered cultivator and then receive something called Sonwoo's treasure or whatever their name is. And that's their dick. And then you could actually refine that into a relic. So you could literally steal people's dicks and then beat other people to death with them. So that's some of the weird shit you can do in this game. It's kind of fun. I haven't done it because I'm too perfectionist oriented, and I always end up ceasing. I redo the beginning of the game a lot. All right. So basically, Taiyi's sect was destroyed, and we don't know why right now. And this dude is like, hey, I was totally buddies with your old sect leader, and now everybody's dead except for you. So, like, I'm going to be here and protect you for the first, like, 20 days or something of the game. So, I have a mod that unlocks the map because it's really annoying to not have the map unlocked. And let's just take a look at what kind of spawn we've received here. So I'm looking for any... So you can zoom in, zoom out. I've zoomed out. This is as far out as you can go. On mobile, I feel like you can zoom out a little further. Oh, I got a giant ginkgo tree. That's excellent. Since I used my own username as a spawn, that's actually pretty lucky. So I'm happy to have at least one. And let's see if we have anything else of interest on this map. Yeah, I've been playing the mobile game and then trying to get into how to fix the Farmer Fa mod. And because I guess the mobile is like coded a little bit differently. So a lot of mods, some mods still work, but some of them don't. So this is the demonic beast that every game starts with. Your sect has one of these little guys in one of the corners. So it looks like we've got a bull. I always wanted to like tame one eventually, but like usually you want to kill it. I also always put a Lushu on here, even though objectively it makes it harder because temperature control. Alright, so it looks like we have just the one giant tree, but since they're pretty rare, that's already not too bad. Another thing is I am using the Farmer Fa mod, and the Farmer Fa mod allows me to plant these trees. Another thing that I like to do early game. Hold on. Okay, so up and down is like this. I like to find the exact center of the map, which is right here. I'm assuming. Why is it not letting me mark things? Rude. Okay. How about... No. Well, fuck you too. Alright, let's find the exact center. 97 by 97? No, we want 96 by 96. So this is the exact center of the map. And I actually don't want that there. I'm going to put a single thing. This is also a mod because I like to cheat. It makes me happy. Okay. So, I'm gonna mark the center there because I like to make very elaborate sect buildings. Now, the second thing that I like to do in this game, I have a mod that lets me see how much key there is on each tile. And that's going to be important because you're going to want to build your cultivation rooms there. So I like to find where they are. And spirit veins, there's usually 2 or 3 of them per map. And in the area around the spirit vein, you'll see higher levels of keys. So see here, we're at like 116. We're going to want, the spirit vein is 197. It's always 197. So you kind of tap around until you find 197, which is right there. And then I like to mine in a circle around it just to like mark it so I don't forget where it is. And there's 2 or 3 of these on each map. On mobile, my spirit veins were placed in just perfect places that would make the buildings be very aesthetic. But I don't think I got that lucky this time. Alright, so let's see. There's another spiritual vein over here. We're at 187, 88. Nope. Kind of just go back and forth. 97. Here it is. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that one there. And my people won't actually start chopping this because this is inaccessible. You have to chop the rock around it. But I just like to mark it anyway. I'm just gonna make real sure. Alright, it doesn't look like I got another one over here. Oh, I think I got one over here. Oh, great. This asshole is right on top of a spiritual vein. That's not ideal, actually, but, he'll probably wake up faster. So I just kind of move it around. Alright, so it's going to be exactly here. Yep, right there. So I might have someone die if I mark this. But I'm going to mark it anyway because no one can stop me. Very early game like this is often less likely for this guy to wake up and kill you. So actually we have like 3 spirit veins in a row here. We got one here, and one here. So boop, 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 right in a row. That's not terrible. On mobile, this map seed has one like right here, and then like here and here, and it makes this nice triangle shape. And I didn't get that this time, but that's because the mobile versus desktop seeds are a little bit different. So, now that I have that, the first thing that is good to do is we gotta wait for Ningshu to finish the epiphany, I guess. So let's do that. I'm also gonna build, they added actual tutorial to the game slightly, which was not a thing before, so that's neat. So why don't we aim for like right in between these two doodads. So if I were to take, I'm just gonna like do this just to measure it. So 48 across, that's gonna be 24. So 24 right here, about. I don't actually want them to terraform that though, so I'm gonna cancel those. And I'm gonna put my bonfire basically right here. Seems good enough place as any. And yes, that mod is amazing. Alright, so I can't do anything until they build that, so I'm just gonna let them do that. Please build me a campfire. Key has now become visible. You can establish a sect. Perfect. That is not from the campfire, that's from my person. And I'm gonna go with Divine Garden, because I like to play this game as if it's a farming simulator. That's why Farmer Faw is my favorite. Okay, so we start with 0 sect reputation. Sect reputation is how much people know you, and the higher it is, the more often you're gonna get attacked by random motherfuckers. Good or evil, this just affects whether the good cultivators, like the orthodox cultivators, or the demonic cultivators, which one of them likes you, if any. I think your good and evil score is individually, like your karmic debt, how many people you've killed, can also make your tribulations harder. And the feng shui is obviously the feng shui. So we're going to put Ningshu as our great leader here. And we can see my dudes. So inner disciples are people who have built their foundation and are now cultivators. These guys are people who have spirit roots. They have the potential to be a cultivator, but they haven't done it yet. And you can have sentient objects. The more key you have on your map, the more likely it is. And these are various other factions that exist on the map. So one thing I like to do early on is introduce myself to all the different people, but obviously that's not something I can do for now. So for now, let's go ahead and put down... Wait, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. This is the fire thing. So I'm going to put a workplace down and a material workplace next to it, because that's usually required by the tutorial. If it's not, I don't know if that tutorial exists on desktop, though. I guess I'll find out. I also... A well is a good idea. How do you rotate these? Press R. Okay, I'm going to rotate this well, and I'm just going to, like, shove it here, I guess. And since I have Farmer Faw, Farming Faw has its own different versions of a bunch of these thingies. I'm gonna put maybe a workbench down. No, I'll wait. I'll wait for now. And I'm also gonna need to chop down some trees. That's another thing that happens in the tutorial. So get to work, buddies. We now have water. Ah, yes. There is indeed a sinister thing over here. I think it might not kill us this early. I did once think that maybe the powerful cultivator would be able to, like, kill this thing for me, but I actually think that that doesn't end up happening, unfortunately. Anyway, maybe I should, like, build a wall here so that if it wants to attack us, it has to go around. I'll deal with that later. For now, I'm gonna produce some dried meat. You usually start with some rabbit meat, and I think it was usually like 30-something rabbit meat. So, hold on. Is this... okay, face tracking. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That usually will take care of the rabbit meat. Yep, 33 rabbit meat. So we're going to dry that so it'll last longer. And then probably get started on some basic buildings. So these are my basic buildings. Does this version have... Ah, yeah, they have They have some starter rooms, so I want to see the starter rooms. I think these starter rooms are using resources that I don't have yet. Mobile version has better starter rooms. I'll just build my own starter rooms, I guess. So the first thing that we need is a place for everybody to sleep, because they're gonna be real pissed if they don't have somewhere to sleep. Let's get some wall. Oh, well, I guess I actually need to make the, I need to make... Not that. I need to produce some timber. And this is only 3, so... Wait, I could actually just repeat this one, right? Let's do like 30. That'll give us like 30 timber. I can also chop some trees or punch trees, as the case may be. We have a bunch of these little rocks too. Okay, good. This thing is not dead. So you're just meditating there. I mean, it is true that there's a spirit vein there, but like, there's actually 2 others that are not right next to the demonic beast. So maybe, maybe don't sit there, but just your life, I guess. Alright, so I won't be able to introduce myself to the other sect leaders until I create a trade area. So I'm going to get my basics up and running, and then we can work on that. So to start with, I'm going to put down the woodshed. This woodshed is not super special. It's pretty much just includes some extra wood types that Farmer Fa includes. I think I'll just shove it like here. Why not? It's not gonna be pretty. Wait, can this thing rotate? Oh shit, it can. Okay, yeah. I'll put it here then. So there we go. And then we also want a masonry bench. And I think I'll put that one kind of in a similar vein here. Rotate this one. Okay. This is fine. Not perfect, but good enough. Go forth and build. Build, my minions. We got shit to do. We're gonna build all the things. What is that thumping noise? Sus is what it is. Okay. Alright, so we got all the things. This is gonna let us produce some more wood. And I can actually see how much of each thing I have here. Which is not very much of anything, really. Let's produce some more lumber, because we are going to need it. And this one makes it in sets of 20. Let's just go with 200 lumber. And I always like to preserve my trees in the beginning. But it really depends on what you have available. I'm just going to chop down these poplar trees, since they're good wood-producing trees. As a general rule, I don't like to cut down the baby trees. If you hover over a tree, you can see how big it is. Obviously, they have better yields the more, if they're 100% growth and 100% maturity. But for now, this is fine. I'm going to let you guys chop those down and make some stuff, and this tree is wonderful. These things actually create ki. They like gather ki over time. and they're great. I'm going to search this. Random animals on the map will become aggressive and try to kill you sometimes. I'm using a mod to make them not aggressive, mostly because I just like having them around and I don't want to have to kill them all. I like them hanging out and making shit. Shit is great for fertilizer. We got some fabric. Perfect. These are like decomposed bodies. Usually you only get like weapons off of them. So they can be pretty good early game when you don't have any weapons yet. Hey there, Alki. I can see you're trying to be friends with my keyboard, but counterpoint, I'm like using my keyboard right now, actually. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if there's any other boxes that are not next to the demonic beast. The demonic beast in the corner will try to kill you if you loot boxes and dead bodies that are, like, next to it. So I tend to ignore those. I'll go ahead and search here. Oh, yes, Alki, you're very cute. You're real cute, buddy. Okay, oh, another box. Obviously, it's easier to see in the day. Okay, let's zoom all the way out. Doesn't zoom that far out. Oh, 3 boxes right here. Just gonna get ourselves some ingredients for crafting. Alright. Oh, that reminds me. There is something I like to do with my first cultivator. How is that? World. Okay. So, this is the map. It looks like I unlocked... Normally, not everything is unlocked, but I guess I probably did something with that. So normally you have to go to Mount Full Moon, and then inside there's the gate, and if you interact with the gate, you can open the Runes of Tai. And in order to enter a map, you need to camp there. Technically, you can do an adventure, but you have to be real fast, because in adventure, they just, like, go there, do an event, come back, and if you can grab them right at that moment, you can make them enter the map. But camp means they go there and they stay there until you tell them to leave. So I'm gonna have our great sect leader head on down there, and yeah, that's gonna be useful for us. So we're gonna get some materials for building our sect. And I guess in the meantime, I'll make a few other items here that could be useful. Let's make this pharmacy thing. I think timber's fine, since I have lots of timber. I'll go ahead and shove it here for now, and we'll make a workbench too. Timber, and this one is gonna go here. And later on, we'll put these inside of, like, you know, an actual house. But where does this go? Even. Ugh. Can this rotate? It just flips. It doesn't really matter much, but I think I'll leave the other ones. These other ones can cause fires, and I don't want to light everything on fire. We don't even have a house yet. Okay. This is going to be a good place to do some farming. This green soil here is fertile soil. It's not spiritual soil. In fact, this is not the best map because it doesn't have very much spiritual soil. This is spiritual soil. But I decided not to worry about that because I'm using Farmer Fa, and Farmer Fa lets you turn regular soil into spiritual soil. So I'm gonna wait. You're on an adventure. Does that mean you're already there? Yes, you are. So we're gonna enter this other map. And we're gonna get all the good shit from that map. Yes, we want to go here. Thank you. Okay. So, I got my little dude here. I'm going to zoom out. And normally you have to explore this slowly. And what I like to do in order to figure out what to grab, I just go here. Now, something interesting about this is that these stacks have a number. But if you leave it here, that number changes. And I have 181 here. I think we could get more out of it. So I'm going to wait on the spiritual soil. 8 jade is not very much, so I'm going to leave that one here too. And I just go through here and take the biggest piles and leave the other ones to get re-rolled when I come back next time. Over 200 is usually pretty good. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and collect this one. 245. And let's collect some of the ones down here too. So here we have 246. Alright, I'll wait for you to collect the other thing, I guess. We're gonna get this one, and this one probably. I also don't need you to move that slow. Okay. We're gonna take 244, and now, how's my iron looking? 218? 218 isn't bad. Let's grab that one next. Alright, we're gonna take some iron. And let's also grab some of this wood. Let's find the biggest stacks of wood. $242 and $248. I think it's gonna be these two. So I'm gonna go ahead and gather this one. And we're also gonna gather... There was wood up here somewhere. Is it this? Yep, that's it. Okay, cool. Give the wood to us. And now that we've grabbed everything, we can only hold 6 items at a time here. So I'm just gonna leave. We can always come back and loot more things next time. I like to make multiple trips. Okay. Whoa. Is that a cat doing that? Oh gosh. What is being pressed right now? Ah, fixed it. Okay. We're just gonna delete that. I have no idea. Sometimes it does this, or it just loses it. I'm just gonna go with Divine Garden. That's what I had before. And now we just have to wait for Ningxu to come back. And that's just what this bar is there for. So let's take a look around here. How are we doing in terms of stuff? Soon we're gonna have some marble. Marble is great. Actually, for the beginning, anything that you have tons of is great. Because obviously you want to be able to build it. But it won't let me choose marble until Ningxu gets back, so we're gonna wait on that one. Got a decent amount of spiritual wood, which is great. Spiritual wood is the best key gathering item early game, so that's really important to setting up your cultivation rooms and making sure all your little dudes can cultivate quickly. Alright, Ningxu is back, which means I can begin to build our home. So let's put a house here. So this is gonna be the doorway. 1, 2. Okay, so if I do it this way, I want a bed. Bed is under life. And let's make an iron bed. Iron beds are auspicious for whatever reason. So we'll put one here. 2, 3. 1, 2. Alright, we got 5. And that will be good enough for now. I'm gonna go ahead and just seal this up as a room. And once everybody is done sleeping, we will have a house. And it will be glorious. And while we're at it, we're gonna need you to make us some marble offcuts. Offcuts are used for roof and flooring. Alright. Begin the building process. I have a mod that allows inner disciples to work. Normally, once somebody becomes a disciple, they stop working, which is not great. Thankfully, that is not a problem here. And since all of my characters are broken, they're all highly skilled. I'm just gonna check all of these buttons and unlock them. And it's a good idea to set at least one person to pee on, so that they pretty much just shuttle things around. So once the room has been completed, you get a roof, and you can change the material of the roof if you have offcuts, which we currently don't, so that's gonna wait. I'm also going to build... Where is this thing? Where's the incense? 10 degrees incense. So, a big part, something about this game is temperature control. But a lot of us fucking hate that. So instead, we add a incense burner that keeps it always at 10 degrees Celsius. So, that's nice. Another good thing to do is to add lighting. So I'm gonna just add a lamp here. And that'll probably be good. What other furniture do we have? Leisure. Leisure is not a bad thing to have. Let's put a zither here. A zither on the sides. And we'll make the zither out of marble for now. I don't know that that's very auspicious. I might have to fix it later, but this is good for now. And I'm also going to build smaller rooms, which are going to be for our our dudes. Okay? Where do I want this to go? I think here's good. Okay. And we'll also want a light. And an incense burner. Let's put the lights here. Wait, what am I making it out of? Iron? I don't want it to be made out of iron. So we're going to cancel this one. And we're going to make it out of marble. Excellent. And we're also going to have an incense thingy. Let's keep it here. Hi there, Alki. Nice to see you too. I continue to be busy, but I'm happy to see you regardless. No, don't lick me. Gross. Gross. Your tongue is gross. You are gross. I love you, but you're gross. Okay. Alright. Oh, right, I forgot the door. Those are kind of important. There we go. So, the reason why I build these two little rooms on the sides here is because once you have cultivators, they are very sensitive. I'm going to set mine to mind so that this mental state can be fixed. You really want to keep your mental state above like 75. The better their mental state is, the better they're going to cultivate. So if they get depressed, that's not ideal, obviously. So here we can see each character, right? So we can see all the broken stats they have, and you can see their skills. Normally, this radar thing is not that full, but I cheese it, so you can see they're getting a negative mood buff from needing an artifact, needing a weapon, needing better clothing. And these non-cultivator people are less picky, so they don't need a weapon. They just don't want to sleep on the ground, and they're happy. But cultivators expect to be treated better than regular people. And if they don't get treated, if they don't get special treatment, they get really angry, okay? They're very, very upset with you. Have you guys not made my offcuts yet? I'm gonna make this a little higher priority and hope that my dudes do some actual fucking work. Okay, so we have our home. We're also going to need a place of worship. So I'm gonna say 3 is gonna be good for that. 1, 2, 3, and let's just make this our little room with ancestor worship. I think this much should be enough. And we're going to go into the sect area, and we are going to put an ancestral shrine right there. And that's going to make people happy. They're going to like that a lot. So, what else do I need? Well, we do still need a door. Okay. And I'm going to make 2 other rooms that are important rooms for the beginning of the game. Let's go ahead and make it 3 away. And that gives us enough room for a little pathway here. And we're just gonna make ourselves a little kitchen on one side. 1, 2, 3 by 5. Oh, hold on. I think I fucked this one up. Did I? This one's actually 6 wide, isn't it? It is. Okay, so we're just gonna cancel this. Perfect. Alright. And 1 here and 1 here. And we're gonna put in our little doors as well. And once that's done, we are going to put our special farmer fob buildings inside. And that's gonna be, let's see, I think it's better to use earth element to make kitchens, if I remember correctly. So, oh, I wanted to build you at a different angle, actually. If you wouldn't mind. Marble? Okay. Okay, we're just gonna put this right there. And on the other side, we're gonna make this our cold room. I looked around in the code for Farmer Fa, and they actually have something that's like a spiritual well, but I don't think that was ever finished, and I'm pretty sure the mod's been abandoned, so it's probably not going to be finished unless somebody else does it. Well, we're gonna make a well. Wells are obviously better when they're made with wood. I suppose that's not that obvious, but feng shui is very important in this game. So, why are you not letting me build there? What is wrong with this? Oh. Yep. That would be why. Okay. It clicked it without me realizing. So I'm going to put this well here, and also going to put a few water vats. I don't remember what is going to be good for that, but we'll just do this. That's good enough for now. All right. So this will give us a cold room and a not cold room. And we're also going to put a 10 degrees sensor right by the door on both sides. And you know what? For good measure, we'll shove one here too. And let's also put down some lighting. It's pretty important to be able to see, actually. All right. That should be good for a while. Go, little dudes, go. Ningshu, I'm going to send you back out to get more stuff. All right. Unfortunately, your dudes do need to sleep in the early game. I think after they cultivate a bit more, they won't need to. Also, it's a good idea to assign rooms to people, but I'm gonna wait until Ningshu is back. How is this ginkgo tree doing? Giant ginkgo, it's 68% mature. And key gather 45 in a range of 5. Yeah. The key gathering is going up slowly but surely. Beautiful, love to see it. Let's make a storage zone. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think this is a good place for the storage zone. Let's do 5 by 10. And then we'll also put a trade area over here. 1, 2, 3. 5 by 10. 2 storage areas would be better. You can filter to say what kind of objects are okay to put here. I'm going to put the spirit stones into the trade area. And let's see. What else are we going to do around here? I think it might be nice to make some fields. This is nice fertile ground. So let's go 1, 2, 3. We can start here. And we'll go like a 5 by 5. 2 off, huh? The math is annoying me here. Let's delete some of these and redo them. I have an idea. Alright, let's make this field. If we have one in the middle here, that should give us the exact size we need, yeah? Perfect. The math is mathing. Let's put some herb gardens here as well. This doesn't seem right. I think I fucked something up. Yeah, see this? This is hypothetically 5 by 5. Right? I must have overlapped with the other one somehow. That's okay, because it works now. Oh man, all 3 of the cats are piling on me now. Okay. So, we are going to grow some plants. We start off with some basics here, and then there's some that are added by the mods, which are these guys down here. But I don't need those guys for now, so we're just gonna start on our industry. So wheat is important. Oh. No, I don't want to harvest. I want the field. Thank you. Herbs are important. And cotton. Cotton is going to let us make clothes. And our people are going to be really mad at us if they don't have clothes. I think to start with, we can do some spirit leaf on one side. And on the other side, we will grow some purity leaf. And, you know, maybe I don't need 2 of each of those. Let's instead do ginseng and soil essence. And then in the middle, we can grow lingji. Okay, cool. Cool, we're doing good. I do think having double of these is good. But I don't think I really need these other ones. These flowers are just like... They pretty much just exist to add elemental energy to an area. They don't have much use out of that, and like being decorative, I guess. This is a wild plant that does grow. You can't grow it in the base game. This is added by the mod. It's only a wild plant in the base game. And other than that, of course, we just have trees. We can also plant these giant trees. And the divine sycamore is basically a giant cheat, because if you grow those, they just drop spirit stones. So what I would like to know is, how far away is this thing? It's 10 away and 1 down. Okay, Loki, no need to fight. You can do what you want. Okay, I want to cancel this. And I want to put another one on the other side, because I just like things to be even. That's how I roll. Okay, so we're going to go over 10 and 2. So that means the field is going to go right here. And I'm going to delete that. And we're going to... Oh no. fudge. Okay, where was I? Okay, we're just gonna do this again. 10 and 2. We're gonna put the field right there. And then we're gonna delete this guy. And I'm gonna plant a giant ginkgo just to make it even, because that makes me happy. That's how I live my life. Okay, so that's gonna be here. Yes, alright, it's all even. Beautiful. Oh, you know, I probably shouldn't have planted things yet, because I haven't actually created the... Oh, we don't have any marble. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's make some marble tools instead. We're going to use this, and it's going to be made out of... How do I change... Ah, there we go. Marble. Okay. And we're going to repeat this one. I only need 5 of them, actually. Marble on all of these, because we just have tons of marble to work with. And we're going to need farming tools as well, and mining tools. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. All good. And I'm just gonna go turn them into marble one at a time. This is actually slightly easier to do on mobile. Okay, so all of those are good. Alright. And let's also make some bows. We're gonna need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now everybody's gonna have a bow for hunting, and everybody's gonna have tools for planting, and everybody's gonna have tools for cutting and mining and all that good stuff. So, I'm gonna go around and look for some more boxes. And hope I find some marble. Marble is actually not super available this early game, but you can usually find some in some of these boxes. So we're just gonna start searching these boxes and get all of the items that are available to us. And if we don't have any marble, that's fine. We'll just use brownstone or graystone instead. No big deal. Alright. Searching for boxes. That looks like a box. Is there more boxes? Okay. Box. Oh, dead body. Definitely want that. Aha! I knew I'd get marble eventually. Alright, and box. This is a box. This is a box. Box. Okay. And... yeah, so usually there's like a line of these here. Do not touch these. Anything in this little corner, if we try to take them, it's gonna wake this guy up, and then that dude's gonna try to murder us all. And we're not strong enough for that just yet. So, obviously, we're not gonna do that. Okay. Let's see how our little temporary sect is doing. It looks like we've got a lot of stuff planted. which is good. Oh, shoot. I totally forgot that I sent Ningshu to get supplies. Normally it tells you when they get there, but maybe I just missed it. Okay. Target. The targets only show up once they're done. So let's see. We have... Oh, hey, Nesto. I hope you get some... Get to sleep. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. I've just been taking a look at this game. So, as you can see, the number of these have gone up since last time. But I think I'm going to wait and come back again when there's more of them. 203 jade is pretty good, though. So I'm going to grab those. Alright, so we got some jade. And I can also get some of our marble. So, where is this marble? 236? Oh, that's iron. You know, that's probably enough. I think 236 is a decent amount of iron. We can get our own iron later, too. This one is good. We're going to collect this guy. Yeah, I'm just in the middle of building a sect. And thus I must pillage resources. Ah, this one's good. Okay, let's grab this one. And I have 2 more slots here. I'm not sure what I'm going to get, though. Maybe I'll see if there's another marble here. That's like over 200. Yeah, let's get this one. This one. Thank you, Nesto! I will say hello to Korichi for you. Good to see you as always. I hope you get some good rest. Alright. I came. I pillaged. I now bring the goods back to the sect. You can harvest things too. So this is a ginkgo tree. So it has ginkgo fruits, pear trees, and the amber fruit plant, which is called like the xenopus or something. Kind of a weird name, actually. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... I want to assign this to the guild master, but I can't just yet. Alright, nobody's planted that one. Well, makes sense, because people have not actually made these yet. Please make things. This is why you shouldn't plant fields until after you're done making the tools, but I made bad decisions and now I have to suffer through them. The most annoying thing is when they plant half of it and then they plant the next half the next day because they're so slow without tools, and then your crops are not all grown on the same schedule. It's terrible. For some reason, they always really prioritize opening boxes, too. Looks like they made 1 marble axe, at least. Oh good, we got some nice jade. Alright, so let's go ahead and build a couple more things that we need. This thing would be good. We could probably make it have jade. I think we could make it like this. Where do I want to put this? Let's see. We could put it here. That is going to unlock the ability to see feng shui. This thing is where people are going to come to ask to be let in. I like to put 2 down for no reason other than it's symmetrical that way. Alright. Yeah, that's looking good. What else do I need? This bell seems okay. How much iron do I have? I have enough iron to spare. I'm just not sure where it's gonna look good. 'Cause, like, they're all... I guess I'll just shove it here for now. It's not a particularly good place for it, but it's there. Let's make a manual shelf. I'll just stick that in here. I'll have 2 of them for the aesthetic. And we can also put some wooden training dummies. There. This is really shaping up. We're getting there. I wish my people would make the tools faster, especially given that I prioritized it. But they'll get there eventually. So, oh, we got some inspiration, huh? Inspiration is used to grab stuff. The Tongfu Inn has opened. I know about that. Okay, so the ginkgo tree is just a baby ginkgo tree, but it will eventually reach this size. And let's... Where's the feng shui button? Oh, here it is. Alright, so here you can see the darker green, the more beneficial to the feng shui this thing is. These are neutral, so they don't get their color changed. This light green is slightly auspicious, and the dark green is very auspicious. So, iron beds tend to be pretty good, especially inside of earth walls. So, we have right here, you can check the 5 elements at any time. So, one feeds the other. So, for example, you're going to sleep in bed, and for now also cultivate in bed. That's iron. And metal, I guess. Metal is fed with earth, which means that if you put earth things next to the metal bed is, like, being enhanced by the earth stuff. So, when you build a cultivation room for your cultivator, the bed is going to be replaced by a cushion, and it needs to be this matching with your person. So, like, Ningshu is practicing the sunflower refining law, which is earth elemented, and earth is fed by fire. So, most of the wall is going to be fire. Like, I'm going to want to put a bunch of fire energy around a earth cushion. So, yeah. It's kind of complicated, but you get used to it over time. Let's see. The herb gardens, everything here is going well. And I'm thinking maybe I will build some more things. What else do I need? So as far as these, we could make peach trees. And as far as this one goes, mushrooms are okay, lotus are okay. All of the trees are okay. But the really valuable thing is the divine sycamore, and the gold silk tree is not bad either. It gives us a kind of more advanced type of wood. So I think I might as well. How is my tool production coming along? Oh, they finally made the tools, did they? Then let's make some more fields. I'm thinking let's do a row of peach trees. I'm gonna grow... Oh, peach trees are the other type of field. Okay. Then we'll do that then. We're gonna make a row of peach trees. And then we're gonna make a row of divine sycamores. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 'Cause I'm greedy. And I want the money! Cool. This should be good. Making good progress here. Let's see, what is the time? Alright. I have plans today, so I can't play for too long, but I think we got this pretty good. Let's see. So Ningshu is back. Oh, right. I forgot to assign you your room. I think it's kind of bullshit that I can't assign beds, when the person is not here, but that's fine. Shishan, yeah, I guess that's fine. Alright. We're doing good, we're doing good. My dudes are planting these peach trees. Peach trees are from Farmer Fa, they're not a base... They're not available in the base game. What else should I do in the beginning here? Oh, right. I have money, don't I? How much? 63? That's enough. So, another good thing to do early game is to give meeting gifts to all of the different people. So, we're going to visit them, and we will give them one single spirit stone. And the reason we do that is because once you've met them and given them a meeting gift, you can now trade with them. And trading is very useful. Not only that, but it also allows us to meet the people, the person here, right? So, King Shunjin, we can meet them, which means that we can gather gossip about them. And gathering gossip is actually a pretty important... What? You know, I think I did something weird here, but that's probably because it's been a while and I forgot how to do things. I think this should have been Taiyi. What is going in here? This should have been the Taiyi sex homeland. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're just gonna give one single spirit stone to each person so that we can begin gathering information on them. Those I can't do anything about. I'm gonna give you a spirit stone. If you don't want to give a spirit stone, you could also just give them, like, a piece of wood or something. They might refuse it, though. I don't remember. Alright. I'm gonna give you a spirit stone. And you get a spirit stone. You get a spirit stone. You get a spirit stone. And you get a spirit stone. And this is the last one, I think. Perfect. Nobody liked their gifts, but we don't care about that. What we care about is that now if we go and investigate one of these little villages somewhere, we'll be able to actually do stuff. So this is my home, right? I think that's home. We're just gonna... What the fuck was that? Oh, I may be using... No, I don't see anything like that. There's like this object that you can get that's like an inventory system. I don't think I have one unlocked. There is a mod to unlock it at the start, but I don't know if I'm actually using that. This is a mod that lets people marry and have kids. There's also an option to make it not heterosexuals only. Okay. And it is a magic setting. I should probably make like a loom and stuff. Let's build some of these objects. I want to make some iron. I need a mill. The mill can go in here probably. And instead of a furnace, we want to use the farmer faw furnace. I'm just not sure where to put that thing. I guess I could just shove it over here. Make sure it's made out of iron. And we also are gonna need a sewing table. Out of iron, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna have a loom also. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna have a talisman table. And this should be good enough, I think. Alright. There we go. Moving up in the world. Look at these fancy modded trees. That wolf is probably gonna ascend if it sleeps there. These trees will grow spirit stones, which is basically just printing money. Alright, so now that we got that, it's a good idea if we unearth the spirit veins. So, I think I'm gonna have my people start cutting into this wall. I'll just make like a thing like that. This one is gonna go up. Alright. I'm gonna start cutting into this. Too bad the spirit vein placement isn't as good as it was last time. That's alright. It's not too bad this way either. All these trees growing inside of the rocks. Is this spirit soil? Okay, yeah, it is. I put that there to mark it. Let's see. We're just gonna let you guys grow, cut your way in. Alright, so we're gonna cut this one. And then we're going to put a thing of spiritual soil right there. Alright, so that is the spirit vein. And we're going to do the same thing here. Go ahead and chop that up. And put the spirit soil down. Now I've marked them. And this is usually where I'll put my first cultivator room. So where's the center of the map? think it was supposed to be 96, right? So this one right here. Okay. I think we'll just clear out the rest of this. It's gonna make a nice open area here to build upon. Yep, we're just gonna chop everything the fuck down. That's how we roll. These spirit trees are pretty neat. We got some spirit grass too. Fancy. This actually looks even cooler on mobile. Actually, this isn't too bad. Let's see if I can find a tree that you can see better. Where is the spirit tree? This one. Yeah, it's pretty similar, but it looks more... I don't know, more like fire, more energy-ish, less solid. A strange and gloomy mood has permeated. Oh, one cool thing about the desktop version of the game is that you can click on anything and basically get forum comments. My sect disciple lost his PP. The only female sect in our only female disciple died. The insect sect stole my pill of rebirth. Oh no. Yep. Okay, it's a random weather effect that causes a -4 mood penalty. Yeah, so basically this is a depression. That's what it is. It causes depression. So because I planted these spiritual plants, you can see this kind of wavy stuff. It's like an aura. Ooh, I should probably be able to put the roof on now, right? What do you mean no main material? Where's my roof offcuts? Maybe I forgot to do it. Alright, we'll do it now. Give me my roof. Or don't, I guess. Alright. Ooh, we got stone essence. That shit is great. It also gathers ki. Alright, so this spirit soil is in the middle of this here. So, I'm going to take my blueprints. I'm going to put a cultivation room at the center. Let's see. This cultivation room... We're going to make... I usually make this one in the center. Let's see. So, earth is going to have lots of fire energy. This one is going to have water energy. So, both of these are going to be hot and cold. This one is going to use earth. This one is going to use this one. And this one is going to use that one. This one is made out of ice. So, this is the wood one. Hold on. I think this is gonna get us to where we need to be. Let's check. Yeah, that looks like it's centered properly. And then, let's see. I want to put the fire one next. And these can actually share a wall if you want them to. I'm gonna do it this way. And then I'm also gonna, like, redo the materials because right now it's just using materials that we don't have. So that's gonna be our wood room, our earth room. So water room would be next, which means the one that's made out of iron and shit. Where is the metal one? This one is using iron. This one is using earth. Okay, so this one should go here. Yep. And then we're gonna have, after water, let's do fire. Fire is gonna be made out of wood. And that's gonna be this one. Is it this one? Oh, this one's made out of spirit wood. That seems fine. Alright, so we're gonna put fire here. And then we're gonna put the last one, which is metal. And the metal one's gonna have earth. So that's gonna be this one. Perfect. Alright. Now I just need to basically fix the displays and stuff. I wish I could just build over them, but I don't think it works that way. If I want to make this into marble, I'm gonna have to cancel this all. I'm just gonna cancel everything except the walls. And then I'll just redo the walls at the end. I always like to start with one cultivator of each type, which is why I do it this way. But technically you don't have to do it that way. I think a lot of people just make all of your cultivators the same type until they get better stuff unlocked later on. But this is just how I roll. We must have balance. Balance in the force. Okay. Alright, that's good. Eh. Okay. Perfect. This is all looking good. I'm just gonna start making things using the right materials. Oh no, this one's wrong. That's fine. I can fix it. Okay, we're gonna build everything out of marble, purely because we have tons of marble. 5, 2, 2, 2, and this one goes down here. That's good. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, cool. 1, 2, 3. Another set of 5. Beautiful. Gotta leave room for the door. There we go. Why does it let me overwrite the door, but it won't let me overwrite the walls? That doesn't make sense to me. It's fine, though. Alright, we'll just cancel these one at a time. Why, then, did I even use the template in the first place? Well, you see, it's because I am dumb. That's okay, though. It'll all work out in the end. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these. Yes, we are. Beautiful. That spirit wood looks really nice as a building, though. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Is that correct? No, that doesn't seem right, does it? There we go, that looks right. One, two, three. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, we are good. And I'm also gonna put the doorways here. Make ourselves some nice marble doors. And I actually started doing this other thing recently that I thought looked nice. Okay, so this is where the normal one would go. But instead, I was going up by a little. Let's actually put the cushions down. I don't have any green cushion. That's unfortunate. Blue is water. So this is the wood. I think this one's water then. And the fire one should be this one down here. Metal is yellow, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And we don't have brown and we don't have green. So those are gonna wait. I guess we'll use white for now. I can always redo it later. Okay, we got cushions. Now we need stands. Oh, I also heard that the decorations can help. Let's see. I need like 4 of them. Put down some vases. But the vases have to be made of a thing that is the right element. So this is earth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I guess we could do jade for this fire. Earth feeds metal. So I sure put the wrong thing down. Wait. Is it? You know what? I forgot. So we're just gonna ignore that and we'll just put stands there. I don't remember how this works. Okay. 1, 2, 3. These stands, it does not actually matter what they're made out of. What matters is what you put on top of them. I technically could make this a blueprint. I probably should have. That's okay, though. It can be a little bit meditative, like coloring in a coloring book. Gotta get all of the things with the exact same number. Everything's symmetrical to the degree that it is possible to be symmetrical. Very pleasing stuff. Okay, cool. And I normally put beds in here just to, like, make it extra useful. Alright, so we're gonna put a bed here. We're gonna put beds on the outsides of these other ones. And I don't think it doesn't matter what the bed is made out of, because it's not close enough to affect your cultivation. And we also are going to need lights and incense burners. So we're going to get ourselves this 10 degrees incense, and we'll put it by the bed, I guess. This one is not so easy. Let's see. I guess I'll just put it here. And then we can have a decorative one next to it. Nah, we'll just put a light there. Okay, light. Light has been dispatched. Every room has one light, and every room has one 10 degrees sensor. Okay, and we're just going to put that to there. And we're also going to put this here. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that looks good. And they'll build that. And then I'll have the cultivation room with the 197 right in the middle. Although it's gone slightly down, I don't know why. We're going to ignore that. And I can put another one of those right here too. And then I could put one here. But probably not until after I kill this guy. Barbarous 8. Yep. Let's see how our crops are doing. We are only on day 11 of the game, so there's still a lot left to do. But we're in spring, so we're going to have a full year for all of our crops to grow. Once it starts getting too cold for them, the crops are going to start shitting bricks, unless we start growing them indoors or something. But yeah, I'm feeling good about this. We're getting a good start. I should probably, like, open these ancient caskets at some point. You dig up those ancient caskets occasionally while mining. They usually have, like, cultivation resources in them. So this keeps it at 10 Celsius, but you could actually change it to whatever you want. 10C is just the default. Not a bad one to have, all things considered. How much spirit or stone essence do I have? Let's find out. Now I go recent. If it's recent, it should just show all of the items individually. We have pears, rabbit meat, water. Ooh, we got some good quality bow. We got a Lushu. Thing looks kind of neat. It's kind of like a... It looks a bit like a keyring. Got kind of like a horse head and like panther or jaguar tire, some sort of body. Decent amount of tigers, bulls, cats, frogs, turtles, chickens, bears, snakes, wolves, rabbits. Got a good amount of animals here. So we have 35 stone essence. How much spirit stone do we have? Or spirit wood do we have? Spirit wood. We have 61. That is not nearly enough. Alright, we're gonna start putting these on these thingies. So we're gonna leave the middle 4 for other stuff. Excuse you. Oh, I guess I have to press shift. Did I not hold shift, though? No. Okay, fine. I'll just do it the other way, then. What? Oh, I was holding... Okay. Caps lock. So the idea is, with the cultivation room, is you want to place items that gather ki all the way around here. Alright, cool. So we got that. I also want the stone spirit. I guess I'll do that. Do that later. Getting our nice little cultivation rooms all ready. And... yeah. Once we come out of this, we're gonna have a good little sect here. Divine Sycamore is already almost 10%. After 20 days, so... Oh, nice. Okay, this is actually great. Where the fuck is the person? The person that wandered in... Are they this... Where are they? Passerby is in need of help. This guy. So we could actually persuade this person to join us. And all of my people are very charismatic, so that's gonna be easy. And then you can use them as grunt labor. It worked! We now have one extra person. Beautiful. It's important to have enough grunt labor. Alright. Stone Essence. Jade Essence is one up from Stone Essence. So this is only one. This one's 34. I feel like I could, like, reorganize this storage a bit. Also, Spirit Stones go in the trade area. What is this doing here? That's not where that goes. Okay. I guess that's my fault. I should have set up a, reward spot. Now they'll bring stuff here when they pick stuff up from outside the map. Okay. Everything's back where it needs to go. We have 35 Stone Essence. So let's place those. The guide I saw before had Stone Essence in the center. I'm not 100% on that. But I figured I might as well do it for now. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna turn everything into spirit soil and it's gonna be great. Let's check our feng shui. Feng shui is looking good over here. Yeah, I think things are going well. Ugh, how the heck did you get hurt? What's wrong with you? I guess you didn't get hurt that badly. Alright. Well, I've got other stuff to do and I gotta get ready to go, but it was nice to play this. I hope I'll be able to get Farmer Fall working properly on mobile at some point in the future. But it sure is nice that I can at least plant these Divine Sycamores here on desktop. Alright, until next time. Later, y'all.